Good morning. I'm Jasmine Anderson. New developments in the Gilgo investigation. We're going to hear more about the case in a one-on-one with the Suffolk Police Commissioner today. It comes after accused serial killer Rex Heuermann's defense team opposed a request for a cheek swab. It's a story you saw first in Newsday. Prosecutors requested the DNA sample and hopes to gather more evidence. Court documents show the defense claims there is no probable cause for the swab. The decision is now up to the judge. Authorities have told Newsday DNA evidence is a key piece of their case against Heuermann, who is charged with killing 3 of the Gilgo 4. Later today, we'll sit down with Suffolk Police Commissioner Rodney Harrison for a conversation about the Gilgo case, the task force, and what they've learned since Heuermann's arrest. You can read more about it and the latest on the Gilgo and killings investigation on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Stepped up shark patrols continue on beaches today. Officials have surveillance drones in the air after swimming was banned at Jones Beach yesterday after possible shark sightings. It came a day after a 65-year-old woman was sent to the hospital in critical condition after she was bitten by a shark at Rockaway Beach in Queens. Officials say there have been 6 reported bites off our South Shore so far this summer. For the latest on these shark patrols and the conditions at the beach, go to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. A look now at the rising cost of wind farms and how much they're going to cost you. Macy Egland and Mark Harrington have the story you'll see only in Newsday.
Construction has begun for offshore wind farms to serve Long Island, but recently there have been some questions about how much this is really going to cost us. Mark Harrington is working on this story. Let's begin by talking about why this is such a hot topic right now.
What's happening right now is that there's a revolution in energy on Long Island, and these dirty old fossil fuel plants are going to be replaced primarily by offshore wind farms over the next 5 to 20 years. So all eyes are on these wind farms to say, what are the costs, what are the impacts, how will we benefit? And that's what's happening right now.
Well, the companies, it sounds like, are now asking for more money for the projects. Why is that?
Well, 5 years ago, they locked in these contracts, but a lot has changed since then. The pandemic, inflation have driven up costs. So these companies need to recoup the increased costs to build, to pay for labor, all these things. And so they're going to the state and saying, we need to open up the contracts to get some more money.
Well, eventually this is going to provide our power here on Long Island. So how much are they telling Long Islanders this is going to cost them?
Well, they're saying in some cases, the South Fork wind farm, they're saying is about $1.60 a month is what it'll cost people by the end of this year. 2 other large ones that are seeking to open up the contract, Sunrise Wind and Empire Wind 1, the state has said would cost ratepayers across the state about 73 cents a month. I think there are some people who question those numbers, and now they're asking for more, and that's why it's such an important question right now is, well, what is the cost going to be? And people are trying to find that.
Right, looking for a little more transparency to see what it really will be at the end of the day.
Exactly.
All right, thank you, Mark.
Okay, thanks.
Read more about the rising cost of wind farms on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Look at this video. Volunteer firefighters battling flames after several trucks caught fire in this parking lot in Copiague. This is Lincoln Street, right on the border of North Amityville, around 3 this morning. Police tell us it appears no one was hurt. Right now, investigators are trying to determine what caused the fire. Only in Newsday, the jury could get the case today in the federal wrongful death lawsuit against Suffolk police. Yesterday, a homicide detective was questioned about tactics used during the interrogation of Kenny Lazo. The 25-year-old died while in police custody in 2008. His family is suing police, saying they violated his civil rights. Lazo died after a traffic stop when police suspected him of drug dealing. This group is facing charges in connection with a deadly drug overdose in Baldwin. Andy Salazar, Estevan Membrino, and Elia Salwe were arraigned yesterday. During their investigation, detectives say they recovered more than $14,000 in cash, as well as multiple drugs, including hundreds of pain pills, mushrooms, LSD, and cocaine. Check your trees. It's prime time for the destructive Asian longhorn beetle. Authorities are asking you to keep an eye out for the bug, known for its ability to kill more than 12 types of hardwood trees. The USDA says if you see it or a tree damaged by it, take a picture and call the Asian longhorn beetle hotline. Blue Point Brewing Company will soon have new owners. New York City's based cannabis lifestyle company Tilray struck a deal with Anheuser-Busch to buy 8 of its craft breweries. It includes Blue Point and Patchogue. The deal, for an undisclosed amount of cash, is expected to close by the end of the year. Tilray acquired Montauk Brewing Company last year. We have a winner, and unless you bought your ticket for the record $1.58 billion Mega Million jackpot in Florida, it's not you. The single winning ticket in last night's drawing was sold at Publix grocery store in Neptune Beach, so call your family members in Florida, okay? It was the largest prize in the game's history and the 3rd largest lottery jackpot ever in the U.S. You may have won a smaller prize. The winning numbers on your screen: 13, 19, 20, 32, 33, and the yellow ball, 14. Your hyper local weather now. Here's a look at Cooper's Beach in Southampton. Sunny and breezy today. It feels hot, but not too humid. A high rip current risk if you are headed to the beach today. Take a look at your screen. This is happening until Wednesday, 9 p.m. And looking at your day planner here, this Wednesday, highs around 84 degrees. Tomorrow, 81. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. You can see them rolling in tomorrow afternoon here on your Futurecast. Things clearing out tomorrow night. That's what we want to see. A look at your 7-day forecast coming up.
Long Island weather is brought to you by the Canine Center.
Meeting his hero, Long Island's Karate Kid, surprising the comeback kid at the Mets game. Carissa Kelman has the story.
Valley Stream teen Arman Mohammed's greatest wish came true when he met his hero Ralph Macchio at Citi Field.
I'm really happy to meet you.
In 2020, the then 10-year-old who was passionate about karate was diagnosed with scoliosis so severe he required an intensive 10-hour surgery.
It was really devastating. It was really heartbreaking to, not do karate anymore.
But just a year after his surgery, he was back practicing karate, inspired by the story of Macchio's character Daniel LaRusso in Karate Kid.
I was like, when I come back from the surgery, I don't care. I'm working as hard. I'm working 2 times as hard as I did.
Arman arrived here at Citi Field excited to experience his first ball game. What he didn't know was his idol Ralph Macchio was waiting inside to meet the Long Island Karate Kid that inspired him.
I'm inspired by you, so I'm just lucky I have the opportunity to hang out with you for a little bit.
And meeting Macchio wasn't the only surprise.
I brought my old glove. If you mind throwing out a ceremonial first pitch for me to catch, are you into doing that on the field?
Okay, I'm fine.
You mind?
Here's your pitch.
I guess I'm called Long Island's Karate Kid.
That's right. You're the inspiration.
From Citi Field, Carissa Kelman, NewsdayTV.
Wow, a dream come true. Read more about this game day surprise on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Tools of the trades. Teens learning the art of welding. Sherry Einhorn continues our exclusive series.
Playing with fire, literally. It is definitely one of the reasons some of these teens signed up for Metal Magic Camp run through eastern Suffolk BOCES. They use hot tools, and there's the danger factor. But beyond that, there is clearly an interest in welding.
I started welding in my dad's garage, and I kind of liked it, so I wanted to start getting more into it.
The program runs for 3 weeks and is for students in 8th through 10th grades. Learning by doing is a big plus for Patrick Gandley.
I learn better here, and you show me something here and I could actually see it with my eyes and do something with it instead of just all in the head.
So these yellow ones, right, they're good for straight across.
Instructor Ed Akers says he makes sure students know welding as a career means understanding not only metal, but also things like math and science.
Yeah, they get to come in, they get to build stuff, we get to, fabricate things in here and there, do some fun stuff, but, it's also very much an educational process.
Now, while the program is meant to spark an interest, a lot of the students here say they've already decided to make welding part of their long-term plans. High school senior Delaney Dugan has a cousin who's a welder and says she thinks it's a good choice for her, too.
I don't really think I'm cut out for the educational side of college and whatnot, but I've always worked well with my hands. Big thing in my family, blue-collar jobs and trades.
In Oakdale, I'm Shari Einhorn for NewsdayTV.
A cool opportunity. Read more on tools of the trades on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Watch Newsday TV on the big screen. Use the remote to activate Siri, Alexa, Roku, or the Google Assistant on your streaming device. Say Install Newsday. Newsday TV, covering Long Island like no one else can.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Thanks for watching. We'll leave you with a look at your hyperlocal 7-day forecast.